Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of This Week in Crypto Philanthropy, your weekly guide to crypto-powered change. I'm Nick Michalewski, Senior Sales Manager here at The Giving Block. My colleague Pietro is out in the field again doing some fantastic work. So while Pietro's out doing that, we thought we'd bring in another special guest, but this time it's actually one of our own, Emily Facilla, Director of Client Strategy here at The Giving Block. Emily, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. Excited to be here.
Yeah. So, for those of you who are watching this, we've got a special episode today because this is one of the penultimate moments of the year, not just for everybody that's kind of putting on that body armor, ready for the busy year-end giving season. So maybe to aid in all of that work, the Giving Block puts together a really special piece of content that Emily and her team produce. So I wanted to get Emily on the line to walk us through everything. So I guess maybe, Emily, before we get into this amazing piece of kit, why don't you quickly just tell folks who you are and what you do here at the Giving Block?
Yes, absolutely. So thrilled with the work that I get to do at the Giving Block because I am a fundraiser first. I've been in the nonprofit sector fundraising for over 12 years, have raised millions of dollars in both cash assets, but also non-cash assets, including crypto stocks and donor advised funds. And so, as a fundraiser, first, I'm very passionate about equipping nonprofits around the globe with the tools they need and resources they need to take their revenue to the next level, meaning taking their impacts and mission to the next level. So, I've had the honor of working for the Giving Block for the last 4 years in a role where I get to do just that. And prior to that, one of my nonprofit organizations had received $1 million in Bitcoin at the end of 2017. So that really started me on the journey of what is this asset and how do I fundraise it from other donors. Obviously, $1 million is an incredible surprise gift. Our nonprofit really stumbled to make sure that we could receive it and actually turn it into dollars and impact. And the birth of the Giving Block just a few months later made us one of the first clients. So I have been on a long journey with the Giving Block from client to director of client strategy, and very, again, very happy to be here. I think this is our fourth or fifth end of year together, Nick.
I think that's
So we've
right.
been through many toolkits, and I have to say this is our best one yet. It's incredible, the resources inside.
Well, I guess to kind of kick things off, I mean, we've been through some bull markets before. It feels like we're in a really big one. Last year was certainly a record-breaking year. From putting on like quick like sort of crypto markets hat here for a second, I feel like this one is going to be equally transformative. So along with that, the year-end fundraising toolkit is something that you and your team put together. Why don't you tell folks who have this is the first time they're hearing of this, what it is and what it's used for, and why you created for the this is something that's for the entire Giving Block client base. That's correct?
Mhm. Yep.
Yep.
So our end of year toolkit at the Giving Block really takes the guesswork out of how to fundraise crypto, stocks, and donor advised funds. Many nonprofits are very adept at fundraising stocks and donor advised funds, but maybe crypto is new, or maybe it's a program they're still building. And when that's happening as a fundraiser, you really need the confidence, tools, and resources to get after that asset in order to have a successful program. So that's what the toolkit is built to do. We, again, are taking the guesswork out, providing our clients with guides, templates, strategies to effectively fundraise crypto, which is really our niche. We are the leaders in crypto philanthropy. But also, if you're looking at expanding your general non cash assets that include stocks or donor advised funds, it's going to help uplift all of those revenue streams.
Yeah, and like we said, this isn't our first rodeo. This is our, I guess, our fourth rodeo. So being that this isn't our first time doing this, anything that's really interesting that is in this year's toolkit, maybe things we've built on learnings from having done this for the last several years. What are kind of some things that make this year's toolkit maybe a little bit more exciting, a little bit more juicy for fundraisers?
Such a great question. There are many things that make me very excited about this toolkit for 2025's end of year giving. The first is that we have really implemented crypto, stock, and DAF fundraising as a holistic strategy for nonprofits. So if you don't have too much time to dedicate to those non cash asset fundraising mechanisms, you can do it across all three. This year, we have three fundraising tracks: Impact, Focus, and Elevate. Impact requires about an hour of your time each week. Focus requires about 2 hours of your time each week. And Elevation requires about 3 hours of your time each week. So clients are really able to get in there and choose which fundraising track meets their capacity for this year. Another super exciting addition this year is our $100,000 donation prizes. This is actually something we kicked off last year, but this year we've made it even better. Our form is so easy to use. Our hashtags are very clear on how we can help amplify and help you engage in resources across social media and email, as well as we've added some fun prizes. So on Crypto Giving Tuesday, which is December 2nd this year, it's also the same day as Giving Tuesday for those of you who are celebrating that. We have what we're calling our spirit donations throughout the day. So not only are our clients of the Giving Block eligible for over $100,000 in donation prizes for great fundraising practices, we'll also have some random spirit donations just to sprinkle in here and there on the day. So lots to look forward to. And actually, those 100K in donation prizes kick off on September 29th. So it's coming up very, very soon, because as any good fundraiser knows, end of year is not just those final 3 weeks of the year. Yes, that's when we see the most donations, but super critical to be messaging to your donor base or potential donor base starting now.
Awesome. All right, so we're helping lay that ground game. The toolkit is packed with a lot of great tactics and resources, things you can
Mhm.
plug and play and start using from day one. Just, I guess, maybe for folks too that want to know just sort of like the opportunity, across these donation, types. Can you just kind of give us like a quick synopsis of that?
Yeah. So for crypto, as you said in the beginning, the market is up, right? We're 91% above where we were this time last year with the value of Bitcoin. That's a huge gain. When a donor gives to a nonprofit, they are able to offset those capital gains by giving directly to you in crypto. That's kind of the point of the giving block, is making that easy to give for the donors, as well as those donors get to enjoy the tax benefits. So crypto market being up means these donors have gains to give. When it comes to donor advised funds, this is a hot topic in the nonprofit sector right now. Over $260 billion is sitting in DAFs. That money has been earmarked for charity already. It can't go anywhere else. What you need to do as a fundraiser is make sure your donors have an easy way to give to you via DAFs and know that they can give to you via DAFs. So October 9th is DAF Day, coming up very soon. And our toolkit also provides resources for how to make the most of that. But really, it's about building awareness with your donors about this asset class. And then for stocks, the stock market also, there are many individuals whose portfolios are up this year. So those individuals who are invested in stocks also have gains to give to you and your organization. The value prop here is really that for a cash donation online, the average gift size is around $128. When we look at asset giving online, crypto comes in at $10,900 on average for a gift. Stocks and DAFs come in between $5,000 to $10,000. So you are over 40xing the return on gaining a new donor when you're soliciting them for stocks, DAFs, crypto. Very cool as well that now crypto and stocks are being donated to donor advised funds. So when you're messaging this as a nonprofit, it really shows how savvy you are in continuing to innovate and continuing to meet your donors where they are. It might be most beneficial for them to give to you via their DAF, and you've made that easy with the Giving Block, or it might be easy for them to give to you via crypto or stocks because those are the portfolios that are up this year and they need to offset some of those capital gains. So it's really about giving your donors the best ways to support your work at a higher average gift size, very easily, very simple. And, again, with that donor choice in mind, that whatever is best for the health of their own financial portfolio.
I love it. And even if for folks who are sort of out there too thinking about this, aside from buying the underlying asset, you have all of these ETFs that are crypto adjacent.
Yep.
So as those older donors might have been able to pick up the phone for the first time and tell their donor or tell their broker, excuse me, hey, rotate 1%, 2% of my portfolio into these other crypto stock assets. Those are also up tremendously and equally have some gains to offset. Okay, so I guess beyond, so the toolkit's got templates, calendars, campaign messaging, Canva designs, donor engagement tools, bonus content. We mentioned, is there something that you're particularly proud of in this year's toolkit?
The organization of the toolkit this year is brilliant. And it wasn't me, it was our incredible team. Everything that we have poured into the toolkit is data backed from our years of crypto fundraising experience. Our latest numbers that we had pulled together for our annual report. So, very strategic, very data backed, very innovative, right? Crypto is changing all the time. Crypto strategies are changing all the time. And so this is going to be the latest and greatest. What we know from crypto donors from the past year infused into this. Now, the organizational piece that I love about this year is within every track you choose, you get an action plan that will actually set you up to have a meeting with your team. We have a proposed agenda for you to sit down with your entire fundraising team and go through all of the non-cash asset opportunities, how to utilize these templates, how to easily talk about it. I always say a lot of people get intimidated talking about crypto, and you only need to know as much as you know about fundraising stocks, right? You don't need to know everything about the stock market, how Apple stock is moving today in order to know that this is a great way for donors to give to you. Same goes for crypto. And as we know, the IRS recognizes both of them identically. So very easy as a fundraiser to start to plug and play once you understand it. And our action plan this year comes with that agenda for you to sit down with your team, put it together, and have step-by-step instructions based on each month. So I think that piece is really important for this year. We're really breaking up the months by planning in September, building in October, launching in November, and then fundraising and celebrating all of December. The other thing that I love about this year is we expanded our graphic support. So we have more graphics than ever for you to go in, customize with the free version of Canva. We have tutorials on how to do it. It's everything that we've ever dreamed of for our end of year toolkit has come to life this year. So very excited for all of our clients to see it and anyone who's interested in fundraising crypto stocks and DAFs to get on board with the Giving Block and experience it firsthand.
I love it. I mean, Emily and her team are the true experts here. We'll have links to all of this in the show notes, but I'm just really excited for our clients to, go into this busy season with such great tools that takes a lot of the guesswork out of this, gives them back some time. I have to imagine, Emily, I mean, you've been in, doing this professionally, at a nonprofit, you know what it's like when you're deep into November, you're going into December, the stresses and the highs and the lows. I mean, I'm sure a toolkit like this has to be some kind of a welcome, resource for all of those busy moments at year end when everybody's scrambling.
A toolkit of this capacity with the guides and templates and resources and graphics is a fundraiser's dream. It's exactly what I wanted. When I started fundraising crypto, it's what I needed. I needed that guidance because I came into crypto as a fundraiser, not as someone who deeply understood crypto as a sector. And so this toolkit will help you engage that next generation of donor, diversify and grow your non cash assets, unlock major gifts from both current donors as well as new donors, increase your donor retention and lifetime value because you've given them that choice, as well as easy to use and implement resources that they really will cut your fundraising time in half.
I love it. Well, everybody else who's listening to this, you're gearing up for a busy year end season. So are we. This is our Super Bowl, just like it is for you all out there on the front line fundraising. So we'll make sure to include all these links, like I said, in the show notes. But Emily, thanks so much for joining today's special episode. Yeah, if you're interested, get that toolkit. If you're a client, you're going to be seeing some communications from us very soon, so you can start using that resource. And if you're someone who is, again, crypto curious or thinking about adding these new strategies here at year end, we are only an email away. We'd love to talk. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time.